Salam alaikum. Yeah. Um, yes, we need everybody to compete at the highest level. Yeah, wouldn't be nice that we don't have the players, but we have other players to come on. So we'll just treat them like they're injured.
لا طبعا يعني احنا طبعا اللعيبه اللي
Of course, the players who were there and who went to shake hands with the audience, it happened, and it's something that we did not know that we would be able to shake hands with the audience, but there were actually security forces who could have prevented that. But I don't think that this was a problem because they are individuals, and as the coach had said, we will consider them now as injured players, and all will go well, inshallah.
An unfortunate situation that happened, but yeah, I mean, if you don't have an accreditation card here, they always ask for you, and if you're moving out of bounds, they could say that you should not move out of the bounds. I'm not saying the players should go out of bounds, but it's a collective mistake, to be honest, and was not planned and was not meant to happen. It's just an unfortunate situation, but I think we have a big match that is so important for us that we don't focus on that. We move on. Yeah, we came here as the champions of Egypt and the champions of Africa, and the same applies to Palmeiras being the champions of Brazil and the champions of CONMEBOL. So we are all the champions here, and I don't think there's any coach who never ever thought that they will win a match. So we all want to win the match. We all came to win a match, and when you don't win the match, we were disappointed. It doesn't mean that we played Bayern and then we are happy that it's okay, we lost to Bayern. You could have seen our players' faces. You could have seen even my face. I was not happy to lose to Bayern because the reality is we also had a chance to can do something. Yes, we didn't have as much chances as they had, but in football, I've seen so many games being won by a team with less possession and an inferior team in terms of the names and the budgets and personnel and all that. We came to win the match, any match we play. We believe we could have won before we played Duhail. We believe we could have won against Bayern. Yes, what were the chances to win against Bayern? Minimal, of course. But we still believe we can beat Palmeiras. Why not? Anything is possible.
طبعا بعد الماتش
Of course, after the first game, we won and we were focusing on that first game, and we knew that we are playing in the frameworks of a very strong competition here. It's a World Cup and we are a big team as well. And it was very important for our morals to win our first match in order to reach the semifinals or even the finals. And we had a very good feeling. And after the first match, as you know, we played against Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich is an European champion. It's a very strong team. It's a powerhouse. And we wanted to score. We wanted, of course, to win the game, but we performed very well. As I see, we have done everything that was within our capacity, and every player performed well. We have learned our lessons, the positive and the negative sides, and now we are focusing on the next match. and we want to have the bronze medal. We want to have the third placement, and everyone is focusing on that. All the players are focusing on that, and this is everything. So I think maybe God will help us tomorrow to win as well. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a difficult question you're asking me, because you cannot isolate football amongst many things that are happening in the world. Football is part of global. What can I say? A lot of things that are involved globally, and football comes from business also. And there's a big levels between the continent of Africa and the continent of Europe. And I'm not saying it's only based on the finances, but finances play a big role. Our budgets are not the same. The quality of players that they can afford is not the same. We can afford, and they come from a first world country. We can't compare ourselves to Germany in Africa or Europe. Part of the G7, there's a big levels going on, but football gives us an opportunity to play and compete. That's why all our top players from Africa are playing in Europe. I mean, the best player of Egypt is playing in Europe. All the best players of my country are playing in Europe. Why? Because the power of the Euro, the power of the history of football, the conditions. There's so many things that affect football. So we can't really compare. You can compare UEFA to CAF budgets, as simple as that. So there's levels that need to be met, and it's a more of a political question that I would stay on football because I'm a football coach. But we should also understand that we are improving and we are getting there. And I think the game showed that they are still above us, but the gap should be closing a little bit. We are getting there. We will get there. It's not an easy thing to be done. You can go to education, you can go to the medical side, you can go to the city development, you can go to many things. Europe is a little bit ahead. So football is part of the life and part of those many things. So hopefully we will get there. Yeah, we can make a lineup from the social media. I mean, Ali's got about 70 million supporters. If you ask individual, give me your starting lineup, you get 70 million different starting lineups. So social media is good for the club, is good for the marketing and improvement of the club, and also communication levels of what the team is doing, where we're going, where we're training, and all that. We are a big team. I mean, social media is there. Ask any team. Ask a coach at Bayern if you can ask the German, the Bayern supporters which players must start. He'll have a different lineups. So it's normal, and we should accept. And we're doing what we do best, and our supporters, we love them. They have to say what they have to say. Of course, the supporters are important in the club. We can't play without supporters. You see, when they were here, the first match, how important it is for us. It's a 12 player. They give us energy. They gave us the power. And they were happy with the team. They were happy we substitute, we bring other players. There was never a problem of, why you take out this guy, you don't take out. So we take positives from what happened. Reality is what happened here. And what happened here was very, very positive. So we can't put any negative on this. We want to stay on positive side, fight for the game. We think we can win the match. We think we can get a medal out of this thing, and we are ready for that.
طبعا الغيابات اللي موجودة الماتش
regarding the absences of these players are very important to us. But we have 23 players and they are all alike. So the players that will be playing will of course execute the instructions of the coach. We are all responsible players. And the second thing is the following: we are very well prepared for the upcoming match, and we know that this will be the third place match, and we faced Brazilian teams in the past, and we want to really do our best, our utmost, in order to win the third place. And with our fans, I really hope that we will win the third place. This is what we are thinking about now. We are not thinking about anything else. And the players that will be on the pitch are the ones who will deploy the biggest efforts, who will be focusing on the best performance with the help of God.
I missed the last part. To prepare the team for the tournament or for the championship. Yeah, okay. The last time I was here was 4 years back, and Bayern was not here. It was Real Madrid. So really, times have changed, and football has evolved. Football has become more extraordinary, and different trends and methods of playing. There's a lot of changes in the game. So you can't compare that what experience you can use from then to now. And then we played the Asians, the host. We played the Japanese team. At that time I was here. And then we played the champions of Asia. So we're playing the champions of CONMEBOL, and we played the champions of Europe. We are in a different stream than last time. So there's a lot of changes that has happened, and but the quality of the World Cup is the same. It's good. In fact, it's better. The stadiums are much nicer, and technology in the stadiums is bigger. We can just mention everything around the tournament, but teams have changed. Teams are becoming much better. The last time I was here, we were representing Africa with Mamelodi Sundowns. We never won a match. This time we won a match. So there's an improvement in Africa at this point in time, and it's very good. We are in the semi-final. Okay, now we're playing for the bronze medal. We can get the bronze medal. I think we should just look at the positive side for the continent, and I don't think we're misrepresenting the continent. The first match we did well. The second match we did fairly well against the biggest opponents, the champions of Europe. You know, if you can just check how Bayern won the Champions League in Europe. Look at the number of the teams. Look at the scores. Look at the names. I think we have done well. Yes, there's room for improvement. If we could have scored at least one goal, but we can't be too hard on ourselves. We did our best. So we will continue. We will improve, and I believe that next year we'll be back in the World Cup by defending the cup that we have, the Champions League, and then we learn again. We improve. We all learn. And maybe next year, you don't know, maybe it's not Bayern. Last time was Liverpool. So life goes on.